Once again, it's Custom Chuck. Hold on, I gotta fix my light. My bad, my G. Y'all got me. It's decent. I'm still out here all bad. But you know what I'm saying? We get into it. The grind never stop. Once again, it's Custom Chuck back, man. And today, really talking about, again, on my long journey into entertainment. It's been a short time, but I feel like short time in the long run, but still a lot going on. And today in class, we talked about our virtual acting class in Second City. Shout out my whole Second City class in Chicago. But we talked about what really drew us to acting as a passion. You know, it was like a group of us, 4 or 5 of us, who said that, yeah, acting truly is, including myself. Really feel like getting into entertainment and acting is my true passion, my true calling. Everything else was leading me up to getting to this point. And then what made you, we really wanted to explore that question and have a true answer if you could, and took the week to do that. So the question was like, what really drew you to like acting? And it was me, it was self-exploration. It allowed me to really ask myself like who you are, why you are who you are, what aspects of that can you change, and then having the ability to control those things, right? Because in sports, I love to watch film. Like in sports, like I was good because I was watching film over and over of myself, of defenses and things like that, and I really study and get into tune with like, okay, this is what they'll do, and then you can react on that. But there's no way to watch film of life. Like you go through things and you experience things, and either it's good or bad. And if you don't have time, because most of us genuinely don't have time to ever sit down and reflect on what we're really doing. Like you're ripping and running 24/7, 365. So until you really have time to really reevaluate yourself, you can just continue to make the same mistakes over and over and not really learn from those things. But in college, I've always learned, and that's the ability that I have for me to really kind of step away from life. You know, in general, I call it like doing a Neo, like stepping outside the matrix and like, okay, what the hell is going on? What am I doing? Like, what's the results of all this? And I can change it because I'm like, this is not what I want. And that's what acting and being in entertainment forced me to do, because I think I'm just talking about my own journey. I'm not going to say what other people do, but for me, it was a pure self-exploration, because you cannot lie on camera. Like if people know people can tell if you bullshitting or you frauding on camera. You can tell it's your mannerisms. You can tell if someone's actually acting or if someone has actually committed and is portraying a certain character that you guys like or don't like for whatever reason. You know, that's why I feel like Denzel is one of the greats. He becomes whoever that person is, as if Denzel was not an actor, but you know, this guy who works at Home Depot and kills people in like 30 seconds, equalizer shit. You know what I mean? So that's what acting forced me to do, because when I started out, I would see myself on camera and it was whack, super whack. You know what I'm saying? I'm decent now, but it was super whack. It's like, what am I, like, it's stiff, it's you know, it's not loose, it's not who I really am. Like, you have to really be who you are on camera, and that separates great people in acting and entertainment to me, from just people who do it and people who are great at doing it, because it's levels to everything like everyone else. So that's what started out. It's the self-exploration of, okay, why do I do like that? Why do I have that mannerism? Why am I like this? Because everything you do affects how you are. And it forced me to do a deep, deep self-exploration. And to then have control over all those things is super dope, you know, to me. And it was sports all over again. It was being able to, you know, develop some skills with my body, you know, my body, my mind, my tone, your emotions, your eyes, your hands, your breath, your everything, your posture, everything matters on camera because it can portray a certain thing. So to have control and awareness of all of those things is what I'm trying to master and trying to get good at, and then I think I'll be an amazing actor. I'm still kind of trash right now, but I'm putting in my work. But that's what really drew me to acting and entertainment. The challenge of that, like the challenge of me. People think that it's all about, anytime I tell someone, or I'm an actor and I'm in entertainment, I can cry that's not the greatest skill, I guess, but that's what people first go to, the ability to be able to cry. And you'd be fascinated at how tough it is to just be able to maintain eye contact with someone. and have a conversation. You gotta say some lines that aren't your own, but make them your own. It's exciting. So I'm working every day to get better at controlling every single thing that I do when it's action, when the lights and camera come on, when it's time to be great. I want to be great. I'm gonna be great. And that was my answer to the question in class. So we went back and said, okay, what was your answer? I was like, it was self-exploration. It was the challenge of controlling myself, my emotions, knowing why, knowing my triggers, knowing everything about me, then being able to use those triggers, those experiences in life, everything that I've been through to make me be able to portray authentically a true feeling and emotion to somebody on camera with words and ideas that was somebody else's. I know it's kind of deep, but that's really what I'm doing. That's really what I want to do. That's really what I'm working on every day. And to get a focus and to get a passion, to find it and to be definitive about it is so freeing and it's so exciting. It's scary at the same time, but I can commit to that. I can commit to that every single day. I commit to that every single day. And that has made my life and focus really zoned in. So the gem from this class or this little talk that I want to give to you guys is, listen, at one point we all gonna check out. You don't get to decide if you want to or not. At one point, we're all gonna check out. We're going to the upper room. It's a wrap for us. Life can kind of beat you into a routine of submission. It was a quote that I read a while back, and it came to fruition when I was really, doing the self-exploration of being an actor and everything. It was like, what would you do if you knew you would succeed? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Like if you knew, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going into this right now, and I know I'm gonna be the best of the best, or I'm at least gonna be successful enough, depending on my work ethic in this, and everything would be straight. What would I do? Would it just be your job or what you're doing right now? I mean, some people, yeah, some people not, but that's what I challenged myself to do. I found something that I really loved. I really wanted to be a storyteller. I really wanted to tell the truth. I really wanted to get in entertainment. I love to pop my shit. I love to be fly. I love to have influence. I want to have no cap on the ability that I can earn. And with that comes responsibility. I wanted all that pressure, and that's what I wanted to do. And once I committed today, it was like, all right, now it's just about the work. And it became exciting, scary, all at the same time, but I committed myself to it. And that's what I challenge everybody around me. Like, what are you really doing? Like, you really love to do that? If you don't really feel fear and excitement about what you're doing, try something else, because you can always change your life. The days are long, but the years are short. At some point, you're gonna look back and it's like, I wish I would have. I study and I always try to take advantage of the advice I get from really, really old people. And it's never about money or nothing like that. It's always about taking a chance at life and experiencing life. And like I said, I love greatness and I explore greatness. So everybody at the end of the road of their greatness or whatever journey or road they've been on, they always say, enjoy that time, that path of getting to the success. So I say, get on the road, get to something, like for real, like really challenge yourself to get to something you're afraid to do. However minuscule it is, challenge yourself to do something you're afraid to do and really get to it. And see what 3 months of commitment to that can change your life. And then expound upon that, man. Get to something, man, because getting here was really tough, but now I'm here, everything makes sense. It's about the work. It's custom Chuck, price just went up. Don't be afraid to get out there and really challenge yourself to chase your dream. However big or small it is, just take that first step and commit to it and see what happens and figure it out, because it ain't gonna be easy, but it's worth it. Love.